get in every day.
Yeah.
Like it's part of my thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like a ritual you do? Like
It is. It sounds all dramatic, but it's like a cleansing.
no, that's cool.
The ocean,
Yeah.
the salt water, the sand.
It's good for you.
Life changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's life changing. But I just don't. Now whenever my son comes down here, he's in college. I have a pole. I have a whole setup, and he caught a little hammerhead.
Really?
Little guy
Off the beach?
Yeah, off the beach.
That's
He'll
cool.
go. He caught it at night, like right at dusk.
Yeah.
And I think it was a jack that he had caught. That was his bait.
That makes sense. That's typically.
But I was like, dude, we got to go in.
Yeah.
And I'll stay out all night with him. But, and it was that last cast.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm screaming. I'm like,
yeah. He's got that, like the mom energy in you, right?
He does.
He's
he'll
like,
get up at 6 a.m, 5:15,
Really?
5:30. He'll go out every morning, every evening. He obsesses over it.
So he loves it.
He loves it. I love that. I mean, I love that he loves it.
Yeah.
You've landed on the science of fishing, where passion meets precision. Before we dive in, we would like to thank Bloody Battery, Flushmaster, and Black Reef Co. for sponsoring this episode.
What's going on, everybody? Mark here with another episode of The Science of Fishing. I'm sitting down with a very special guest today, Sage Steele. How you doing, Sage?
I'm great, and I can't believe I get to talk fishing.
We're going to talk all fishing
Let's
right
go.
now. So you are an experienced angler, right?
Well, I don't want to say experienced, but more so than some of the athletes you have here, I think. I don't know if they'll want my advice, but yeah. I love the fact that so few of them actually have done anything like this.
This is going to be new for them. They're going to be wowed.
I can't wait to see them uncomfortable.
It's not typical when they're uncomfortable, is it?
Exactly. It's usually like, they're the pro,
Yeah,
literally and figuratively.
Right.
And I'm going to laugh when they're like, wait, this is hard. And they're going to be sore the next day. Nobody appreciates like what it takes, especially when you get some of those big fish on there. Forget it.
It's extremely physical, right?
Yeah, big time.
So tell me a little bit about your fishing experiences and where you fished. We talked a little bit. So
yes. Okay. When I was, start with your dad when you were a kid in Colorado. So like lakes, some rivers, but, I was a kid. Moved to Florida, worked in Tampa, 98 to 01, covered the Buccaneers there.
Very cool.
So all the guys fished then. And that's like the Mike Allstott days,
Okay.
Wait, you're too young. Do you remember him?
I think I was born in 98.
Oh my God. I'm leaving. Quit the show. Okay. He was a great running back from Purdue. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Like all those guys bought out in like Clearwater. And then did the long commute over.
Really?
Because it was worth it. Like they were all so into it. So I started doing it down there too. Little flats fishing boat and intercoastal. So it was like a 14, 15 foot boat, like a little trolling motor. It was nothing. Yeah. I couldn't afford to go way out.
Offshore.
Yeah.
Well, it's far on the Gulf side. You got to go
way out.
Way
it's so shallow.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Just so many different kinds of fish, that Gulf side versus this side.
Right.
But I loved the intercoastal. I loved getting into the, whatchamacallit, the
jetties and stuff over there?
Well,
the flats.
The flats, but like the mangroves.
Yes,
and so when you can get in there, which you need that trolling motor, right?
Yep.
And
that'd be quiet.
Super quiet. Redfish I was obsessed with catching redfish because
really?
I think it took more technique, right? Like,
For sure.
You see them taking it and it's slow and they take it slow. And so you got to let them get it before so the patience is so important for that. To me, it was like the most satisfying thing.
Yeah. You got to let them eat. You got to wait for them. And then once they're on, the fight's on.
And it's on. Now, obviously with jacks, I remember being really sore catching jacks.
Really?
And then great, you're not going to eat them, but good for bait.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're catching out here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Chop it up and go. But I was just fascinated. And here's the reason I loved it. To me, it's one of the only sports I've ever found that, discovered, seen where like you have to let go of everything else in your head, your mind, your phones, like put it all away. You completely check out. And it's the only place I've been able to find where I'm like totally at peace.
Yeah.
Like you can just forget about life. You kind of have to,
Essentially, basically. I mean, when you're out there and you're, at least I love to offshore fish. I love being at a cell phone range, but they have SatLink now or Starlink actually.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but I don't. But
well, you don't have to use it.
That's true.
You're just tempted.
I'm tempted. Yeah. I gotta be checking what's going on Instagram sometimes.
Totally. But it's like my brain just empties out.
Yeah.
And you're just out there. I also, though, have an issue because I can't stop. So once I'm out there and I've had a bad day or whatever, on the water, I'm like, one more. This is the cat. This is dinner. Like one more. It's like Vegas. Like I just need to stop.
Do you go to Vegas at all?
Yes, but I don't gamble
No
because I
gambling.
know that I would have an issue.
Yeah.
I would be addicted. I'd
So
be in prison.
you're always on go mode. You're ready. You're 110% at all times.
100%. Yes.
Whether it's fishing,
Yeah.
doing what you do, everything.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Well,
I'm working on it.
No,
But
it's
I'm like
good.
about to move here full time.
Okay.
And so I feel like that it's such a chill place.
Yeah.
You do slow down. And then if you want to pick it up, you go to Miami.
Yeah, exactly. I live in Miami
I
now.
bet you
so,
do.
Yeah. I stay out of it. I'm in the Gables. I'm not in Brickell or any of the
Okay.
craziness, but I do venture there sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, fine, you have to, and you're young, you have to.
Yeah.
But it's like, actually, I did it a few weeks ago at the UFC 299. I was down
Yeah.
there. I got home to my condo here in Fort Lauderdale at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
like, as that was a month ago.
Yeah.
I'm still broken. So like, I can't do Miami.
You're still feeling it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Oh, man.
So I'm rested up for tomorrow though, because
Okay.
I and thank God there's professionals on the boat. But I'm just so excited to get out there, and I haven't had much luck going deep sea.
Really?
I have not. I've
It-
never caught what I want to catch. Like
What
a
do you want to
sailfish,
catch?
Obviously,
A sail.
go big or go home.
Yeah.
like
So you've never caught a sail.
never.
You know what like the ritual is, right?
What?
You got to jump in the water. They throw you overboard.
No, they don't.
I'm telling you, yeah.
You haven't said that to one player sitting here.
I have.
And what'd they say?
They said they ain't going in.
They're like, try to throw me.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? I look nice. I'm not.
No,
I'll
no, you're not going in.
I'll totally fight. Actually, if I caught, no, I'd be afraid somebody take a chunk out of my leg.
Yeah.
Something down there.
Well, it is very sharky out here. I'm not going to lie to you.
I know.
It's crazy.
How deep are we going?
So you'll probably fish right off the ledge and probably between 120 to 300 feet.
Yeah, no.
No, too dark for you. Too blue down there.
When it gets
Deep blue.
dark, deep blue, right? Right here where I live, it's fine. Like
Yeah.
it's teal and turquoise, and I can see the sand, see the sand from I'm on the 11th floor.
Okay.
I can see like way out sand.
Yeah.
No,
You want to see your toes, and that's it.
I
That's the
do.
max you
I
go
wanna
in.
no, I get in every day.
Yeah.
Like it's part of my thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like a ritual you do? Like,
It is. It sounds all dramatic, but it's like a cleansing.
no, that's cool.
The ocean,
Yeah.
the salt water, the sand.
It's good for you.
Life changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's life changing. But I just don't. Now whenever my son comes down here, he's in college. I have a pole. I have a whole setup, and
Yeah.
he caught a little hammerhead,
Really?
little guy
Off the beach?
Yeah, off the beach.
That's
He'll
cool.
go. He caught it at night, like right at dusk.
Yeah.
And I think it was a jack that he had caught. That was his bait.
That makes sense. That's
Yeah.
typically.
But I was like, dude, we got to go in.
Yeah.
And I'll stay out all night with him. But, and it was that last cast. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm screaming. I'm like, yeah.
He's got that like that. The mom energy in you, right?
He does. And
He's
he'll
like,
get up at 6 in the morning, 5:15,
Really?
5:30. He'll go out every morning, every evening. He obsesses over it.
so he loves it.
He loves it. I love that. I mean, I love that he loves it. It's something
Yeah.
we can do. My girls don't really care. But
Mhm.
for the two of us, for me and him,
Yeah. It's your thing.
I'm the cool mom.
I love
'Cause
that.
I'm like, let's go get dinner.
That's awesome. Let's go get dinner. What's your favorite fish to eat?
All of it, all of them.
Yeah.
I love seafood.
So if you catch a tuna or a
I
wahoo
was
or
gonna say
something,
tuna, but I'll eat it raw, like right there.
yeah,
Like sushi.
you
What
could
the hell?
sashimi it on the deck.
Heck yeah.
Bring some wasabi tomorrow.
Okay, I'll bring some.
Some soy
I
sauce.
guarantee you, I would do it, and Kayvon and Brian would not. I
You don't think so?
guarantee you, they wouldn't do it.
Why? Scared?
Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, like usually those big tough guys as football, especially if they haven't fished.
Yeah.
Usually they talk a big game, and then they'd be like, "You want me to eat that?"
They're like, no.
So I will be rolling on my iPhone and like shame them.
Yeah. In your experience, typically, are these guys soft when it comes to anything outside of football?
Well, stuff that could be make them a little bit squeamish,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And if you haven't been out fishing a lot, like when my dad was doing it, it was like if you want to fish, you're baiting the hook. Like you're
Yeah.
doing it. You have to learn how to do it. And then if the hook gets stuck, like you're getting it out. Try to save the fish. There's a whole way to do it. So
Right.
it's like you can't be soft and have somebody else doing all the work for you.
No, that makes sense. I mean, being a fisherman, you got to really get down nitty gritty. It gets nasty and dirty and
You
just
cannot be afraid to get dirty.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
no.
And that's how I am anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I'm tomboy. Like,
Just
yeah.
in life in general.
Yeah, like the whole TV thing is all fake
Really?
with makeup and all that. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah?
No. It's just so no. That's why this place I just love. I can't wait
Yeah.
to make home full time because you can just chill and nothing fancy and
Yeah.
outdoors.
Lauderdale's nice. I enjoy it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
A lot better than Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure.
A lot better.
But
And by the way, I heard you talking to Brian. Like I forgot. There's so so many of these guys are here. I mean, the Bosa brothers are here. I see them a lot.
Yep.
Just, running errands out on the town. Like,
Yeah.
this is incredible for athletes. And then every time I'm driving, like I flew in from the airport, driving on A1A to get to my place.
Yep.
You see all the workouts going on. College guys, kids, high school, certainly guys, NFL guys in the off season. It's so cool. Yeah.
It's a good spot for them to be. I mean, I have a couple of buddies that played in college, and when they would come down here, they would just work out, and it'd be a great time for them, and they'd get good workouts, and it's hot as hell.
Exactly. And that's what makes it great,
Yeah.
And in the sand.
Yep.
That's like, that makes your workout twice as hard.
I'm sure.
So, but what I hope is that they catch something that's going to make them fight.
Yeah.
And work.
Yep.
Because that's the part. And, when you're like putting and it's like.
Yeah. You're going up and down. And
yes. And then let it out a little bit.
Your back and your arm. And
I mean, your core better be engaged. Your knees better be bent.
Yep.
Like
it's a full body workout.
It's a full body workout. That's why I can't wait if one of them goes overboard. Yeah. They take instruction well.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure.
Like, come to me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So you're doing your own thing now, right? How you feeling about that? How did I watch your podcast? I love them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I thought it was a little funny when you called.
Go ahead.
This
is so predictable. I know
what do you mean? What am I going to say? Dana White?
When you call Dana White.
Come on. I mean,
it's hysterical.
I'm watching from outside. I mean, I thought it was a little funny.
It was a lot funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to own it.
He ate it up. Yeah, of course. Exactly. I mean, you own everything that you do. I respect that. And I love that. It's admirable and honorable. And I mean,
thank you.
It's pretty incredible
to just own it all. And with that, people thought, I got people text me saying, you're a better actress. I'm like, actress? You think I would do that on purpose? Look stupid on purpose? No.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I
totally. And that happened at the very end.
Well, it's a mistake. Everybody confuses them. I mean, it's.
Thank you. I've said 100 times, I call my kids the wrong name and they're mine.
Yeah.
I birthed them. So like.
It's not a big deal.
But it was funny because that was at the end of the podcast. Everybody thought it was at the beginning. And it's like, we started out by talking about Joe.
Yeah.
And then later, as you saw. But, and it's a couple of my friends in the industry were like, why didn't you cut that out? I'm like, because it's like a genuine moment. So I do have full editorial control. And chose to leave it in.
Yeah.
Because Dana's reaction was so great. I mean, we're friends, so he's going to give me crap for the rest of my life.
Of course.
He should. But like, it was hysterical.
But it's a funny moment. It's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay.
There's so many, like, I don't know, maybe it's an age thing too.
Yeah.
Once you get to a certain age, you're like, go for it. And plus, I've been canceled so many times. I'm like, you think this? Go.
I mean, I think you're the hottest thing in sports right now in the sports world. Come on.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
Definitely maybe the mouthiest. But it's just like, you just have to have fun and laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
And but I will say, big picture, it's been so cool. Like, I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
I've always worked for a network.
Right.
For 28 years, local, regional, national. So I've never done anything on my own to be able to have editorial control and to come up with my own ideas. And they let me, Bill Maher's team.
Yeah.
Bill's not involved. Bill's like, go for it.
Just do
and then
your
he lights
thing.
up another joint. He's fine. So like, it's just been really cool. I'm working hard on a lot of things. And like, we have RFK Jr. A week from today, I'll be sitting with RFK.
Really?
So
that's going to be cool.
The key to it is, like, I don't care, if Kayvon Thibodeau comes.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the football stuff as much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, sounds cheesy, but like, who are you as a person? Like, what happens when it hits the fan? Like, how do you handle it?
Right.
What's your why? I just had Matt Barnes this week,
Yeah, I saw that.
Really emotional. And he was the bad boy, and he's all like, but there's a reason. If you take the time to learn about people's stories, it makes sense. And so that's why I wanted to start this. And that's why I'm loving it, because it's stuff that anybody can do a podcast.
Yeah.
And talk about everything.
Right.
Same stuff all the time. And I'm like, we're going to do it different.
You got to do it different.
Thank you for watching. I didn't know how important, like, okay, YouTube subscribers, like, hello, I need a paycheck. So please tell your friends.
Yeah, right. I will. I'm subscribed.
Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you.
No worries.
You and my mom and dad, that's about it.
No, you're growing every day.
Yeah,
you're growing every day.
Yeah, honestly, I think people, whether they love you or hate you, when you're genuine and when you're real and you can get others to feel comfortable enough to do that, that's when you win.
Exactly. Hell yeah. So I appreciate you sitting down with me.
No, thank you for having me.
much.
And then I'll take any pointers for tomorrow.
Okay.
Like, text me or Starlink me, whatever.
I'll Starlink you.
So then you can you can give me, I follow directions well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not about me tomorrow, but I'm just saying, if we're in a little bit of a lull, I'm going to be like, here, give me that.
No, just text me like, Mark, what do I do? I'll be like, I got you. This means this and this means that, and you're good.
I'm a good actress.
I love it. It's good.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate
it.
All right, guys. You guys got to go support Sage. Go check out her YouTube. Go check out her podcast. It's awesome. Go do it, guys.
I'll write you a
See
check.
you later.
I'll send it. It's in the mail.
All right, there we go. See you later, y'all.
Thanks for joining us on the Science of Fishing. We hope that this episode was helpful and you learned something for the next time you're wetting a line. Before we cast off, we would like to thank Bloody Battery, Flush Master, and Black Reef Co. for sponsoring this episode. Stay hooked by following us on social media at Science of Fishing and hitting the subscribe button. And if you know someone who'd enjoy this, please share it with them. Until we meet again, catch 'em up.